You ready for some poetry? Some music, some art, everything. Yeah? Yeah? All right. Welcome everybody to the One World Collective. I hope you have a good time tonight. All our artists have been working very hard, and thanks for coming and support Art in this town and local artists and everybody that wants to come and be creative in this town and not just fucking teach English. Okay, so welcome to the One World Collective. If you don't know what the show is, I like to call it music, poetry, fusion with visual artistic expression. And so yeah, we're gonna have some music fused into everybody's poetry. Not everybody's, but there's always gonna be some music, some visuals, and all that kind of great stuff. And the theme is 7 Deadly Sins. If you've been here before, we pick a theme every time. So this one is 7 Deadly Sins. So before I begin, I want everybody to give a big round of applause to Daniel and Sophia. They're our live painters tonight. They will be painting from beginning to end, and at the end, we're going to possibly auction them off if anybody wants to buy one. All right. So as usual, I'm going to start the show because nobody likes to go first, right? But I don't mind. So I'm going to go first. And I'm going to do 2 pieces. One specifically just for this theme about 7 deadly sins, and the second one has to do with religion and equality, so I thought that I'd throw that in as well, that I performed last time, but this time I actually committed it to memory. So and then I have the fantastic David Fryer and the amazing Stanford Reed, and they're gonna do some improvisation with me, and let me see if I can take this off here. I don't really like mic stands. I don't like to be constricted. No. Okay. All right. Here we go. As a so-called confirmed child of Catholicism, there's many things that the church preaches that I find way more than odd. And honestly, it's hard for me to believe in the existence of God. One thing that bothers me the most is all men are created equal. Tell that to the people hiding their deformities through masks and tattoo needles. Tell that to the genetically feeble, praying for stronger organs underneath church steeples. And the people who can't escape mental illness and have become seriously lethal while we put up their pictures and say this is the face of real evil. But the fact that laws in place that massacres happen is truly inconceivable. And why isn't racial profiling really, really illegal? And the color of a man's skin through some eyes automatically makes him deceitful. This goes out to everyone who thinks racism is one-sided. Tell that to the white boy growing up in the hood getting jumped by black kids because their parents taught him that white people were no good. And wish he had darker skin so it'd be easier to go out and play. And this racial equality thing will never get any more real headway until we get rid of disgusting organizations like the KKK. And what about babies who are born with diseases, who don't have the luxury of Jesus to cure their genetically given weaknesses and die before anybody gets to experience their genius? And what about men with micropenis? I hope what I'm saying isn't so shocking, but most people with crippling conditions don't have the brain of Stephen Hawking. Do we all get to see what it looks like when we wake up in the morning? What about the homeless man begging while the elite go shopping? And some of them yell at him to get a job. But they don't know him. But I know Bob. We used to call him Soda Pop. I met him down at the junk shop. I was trying to sell some metal from a busted up hang glider. And we gave him that nickname because his only possession was the book The Outsiders. Before you sit on your high horse and tell Bob to get a job while you shop, I like to make your head spin like a fucking top. Bob was an orphan, discarded in a plastic coffin, which white privilege would think that is very uncommon. Probably discarded for slight deformities and mental disabilities. Living in an orphanage with not so many possibilities. Was never put up for adoption because most people saw him as a liability. never got a real fair shake because he lacked so many capabilities. And you think you know humility? A nun at the orphanage gave him his book before the system pushed him out into the cold. And as hard as things got, that book he never sold. Even in getting old, he treated that book like gold. It's just a poor guy who needed a hug. But you're so quick to fucking judge while in front of the store he sits. And you know that book he has? He cannot read it. He's just a guy who couldn't hurt a fly. But nobody cries for him. They just yell at him. He doesn't understand what's wrong. He just loves singing his favorite song. If only he was a little bit more headstrong. But was surprisingly good at ping pong. The rec center is one of the few places he felt he belonged. A paddle in one hand and a book in the other. He beat me most of the time that summer and started calling me little brother. Why I hung out with him some one day. Most couldn't deal with the constant stutter. Wasn't a religious man, but loved the thought of reincarnation. So maybe next time around you wouldn't have to deal with so much humiliation and get a better shake at life that made him subscribe to that idealization. Years later, I found he died, stabbed to death on a park bench. And to this day, it still never makes sense. I went back to his favorite corner where we used to stand. I hope next time the universe deals you a better hand, my friend. Thank you. Okay. And this will be my second piece. Alright, hopefully the fucking video doesn't go out. Alright. It's time for me to go in on our next topic, 7 deadly sins. And honestly, I don't even know where to begin. There are acts that should hurt your soul, but I think it's just the earliest ways of methods of control. And throughout history, we've seen religion take its toll. I might be sounding like a troll to religion. Maybe I just wish people could see my vision and bring all the different aspects of this theme into a huge fucking collision. Before you condemn your past decisions, I feel like clearing everyone's mind should be my mission. Let's start with the sin of pride. But let's take a walk on my side. You should take pride in yourself, no matter what kind of hand you're dealt. It doesn't have to be about having wealth or being able to order from the top shelf. Yes, I say take pride in who you are and what you do. Whether you're good at designing shoes or playing the kazoo or love working at the zoo. Do you. Be proud of your imperfections and awkward expressions and obscure professions. And be proud of what you are over worldly possessions. Think of yourself as hot, even though other motherfuckers tell you you're not. Because at the end of the day, you're really all you got. But I will have to agree that nothing good comes from being greedy. Especially when getting money resorts to you acting seedy. Ripping people off so you can take that trip to Fiji. Refusing to pay the poor kid with the squeegee after he cleans your Beamer. If I thought you gave a fuck, well then I'd be a fucking dreamer. On your front door, I'd like to leave a huge fucking steamer. Like you're an old grumpy pappy. I really don't know you, but I think I would win on who's actually really happy. Lust! Destructive and completely terrible. What kind of lust? Well, definitely the kind that misuses trust. They should look at the church priests lusting after little boys. How many childhoods has the church destroyed? Should that buy a kid a fictional free ticket to heaven after closing his eyes and counting to 11? But you are also a piece of shit. If you have a girl that you say you love, but still frequently cheat on her. For that one, I don't have the time to rhyme. Envy is one that bothers me immensely. But is it really deadly or just super fucking petty? like fellow neighbors smiling at you and your brand new Chevy, but fantasize about someone hacking it up with a machete. Why can't people just be happy for others? You're alone and that guy has a couple of lovers and wish ill on someone you consider a brother. When you say that's great, man, I want to hold that statement is really true, but I can see through you. That fake smile, and you have to see the problem. It's really fucking you. There's nothing I can do about that. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do! Unless I end up dealing with bad shit that I have to go through. Stop worrying about everyone else's wealth. You really need to start focusing on yourself. Gluttony, to me, is really addiction. Addicted to eating or drugs that leave you constantly fiending. Addicted to the good life and getting head from someone who isn't your wife. Addiction can bring many people to their darkest hour. At the end of the day, the only way out is will fucking power. But I think wrath. Yes, wrath. Feel my wrath. Wrath. Wrath can lead us down the darkest path. That causes some people to snap and kill a few people and try to disappear off the map. Some of us need to calm down and think of the consequences and what will be the offenses and come to our fucking senses before resorting to violence that is truly fucking senseless. Think of the options that is the best. Is it better to walk away or stab him in the chest? You know which way is the right way. Learn from other people's mistakes like my friend Ray, where one life was lost and 10 years he was put away. Now we have gotten to sloth. Fuck it.
7 sins, 7 virtues. Can you hold one without falling foul of the other? Can you remain chaste, virginal? Is it self-imposed or forced? While some are castus, morally pure, by choice or by nature, is our nature also what drives the other side? When casticus is removed without consignment, when lust kicks in, perverse desires, peeping toms, is it just a shit card to be dealt if what gets you off is exposure in the park to little kids? Maybe masturbating at West Women is just your thing. Does she look exotic to you? Do her foreign legs overwhelm you? Does what she thought she was just being paranoid? The man on the dream in the blue paper pollution mask is not following you. She slows down, she speeds up. She looks over her shoulder again and again and again. Sometimes she spots him, but sometimes he's hidden. Because she only has one mirror, and she's trying to convince herself that it's not real. Wanker. Wanker on bikes. Driving one-handed. Wankers on wheels. Wanker. Is it easier to direct your moves to the queen of some other land than at your sister? Wanker. Selfish creeps lurk, waiting for the next opportunity, ready to accept the next urge, the next uncontrollable challenge. Your immediate need for gratification takes away someone else's self-worth. You haven't validated the meaning of self-love. Your immediate need for gratification takes away someone else's kindness, forcing stability where honor and self-respect once stood tall. Sickening bastards make sickening humans. Sickening humans make sickening societies. Sickening societies where the sickening parasites fucking the world up further and forever. Are the 7 deadly sins always deadly? Is it deadly to look into someone's eyes with soul, with lust, with passion? Is it wrong to want someone the moment you meet them in a bar or a pub, on a trash heap, on a beach? From sinister sexual deviancy to sensation attractions to sexual liberality. The handmaid lent the queen her glasses so she could watch a film at the cinema, forgoing her own eyesight, foresight, in the hope that lust moved to love. The king and queen ate sandwiches and salad in the bath, the mouldy peaches, the velvet underground, emerging scarcely cleaner than when they went in. Sunny days in the park, barbecues, Hampstead Heath. That time she scraped her vagina trying to hop the stone garden wall. Gin Secco, Pinot Grigio, dancing in the kitchen. Patti Smith, David Bowie, Fleetwood Mac. The handmaid and queen were family with ink to prove it. Ink ingrained into the skin, replacing the DNA in their blood. Adventure Time, Twin Peaks, dreams of veranda and gin. When lust turns into longing. Giving into the pleasures of each other when lust turns into intimacy. Craving your person, you become impulsive, ravenous. When lust turns into love, two souls intertwine like dragonflies dancing in a breath of air, unnatural vices somehow made pure. Another sin wakes up. Jealousy. One understands green with envy, but does it always begin at green? Green for go, walk, run. No, it begins at blue. Pink to red, red to blue, blue to green, desire to adoration, adoration to doubt, doubt to resentment, lust to love, love to distrust, distrust to jealousy. When did the king start reading her texts? When did he feel the need to catalogue her movements? When did he forget that controlling is not loving? How many years, months, weeks, days, hours, minutes, seconds have ticked past? How many gates has he spent bottling in his displeasure, bottling in his fear that someone else might be the subject, the marquee, the knight of his heart's desire? What does the ping of Facebook Messenger mean to him? Does he follow her in his car? Is that why he picks her up from work? Not out of kindness, but out of suspicion. When did the king start to feel hurt? Was he still full of hope? Did he think it was all in his head, like when I drive home alone down Lac Montcalm? Insecurities battle against beauty, against lust, against love. And when did the king, is he dreaming of possessing the other person's body, soul, traits? When did the king become incorrigible? A depraved, debased degenerate. He transformed the desire for her love into desire for her attention. He'll do it any way he can. The king's hope starts to erode, degrading into despair. When despair turns into anger for the one he loved, he shuts down him, he shuts down her. His through hate, hers through confusion. When anger turns into fantastical conspiracy, he exploits every emotion, every move as psychotic, manipulating her love for his ends. When blue turns to green. Jealousy. Jealousy makes villains of us all, turning beauty into heartbreak, shattering the walls of support and respect they worked so hard to build tall and strong. Brick by brick, move by move, he breaks the queen down. Cold, calculating, estimating exactly how much pain the next move will create. Anguish. He shifts the blame, the shame, because he couldn't handle her having male friends who weren't his first. Slut. For shame, is this how you'll speak to the mother of your child? Once he'd break the jaw of anyone who'd use that term against her, but the handmaid still would. Slut. Now he tosses it around, desperately throws it in the face of the other players, desperately trying to save face, hide his own failings, failing to see that love was still in his play, in his pocket. Although he has lost the upper hand, that belongs to the queen now. Deception is also jealousy, and your conspiracy, the greatest conspirator here. It twists the king's mind, makes his moves, woe betide their effects in the game. Slut. Is it easier for him to terrorize her than to face his own delusions, his own weaknesses? Each play misdirected. Slut. Does he think that branding her this way will prevent her future as a queen, a wife, a mother, a grandmaster? Because if he can't have her, no one will. Slut. Fuck you, bitch. He shifts the symbolic animal of jealousy, the envious dog, to her. There is no love left, only hate. Not only has he punctured love, his love and hers, but he has destroyed pure, innocent intimacy with doubt, self-doubt and self-hatred. Not only has he taken away the bright side of the deadly sins, his love, her desire, but he has taken away virtues, chastity, kindness, hope, faith, patience. It was not her fault that he couldn't express his feelings before they got out of control, without breaking hers under his feet, turning rocks into gravel and gravel into sand, crushing what was left of her soul into minuscule pieces and sweeping them under the carpet. How very fucking English of him. It was not her fault that he felt this way, betrayed, envious, possessive. But he chose what to do next, and he chose wrong. He chose this strategy, this path. There is no going back now. Less a path than a track, and this train does not go back, and it's simply now too far to walk. But maybe they will meet again. A crossing line, carriages pass close by, and someone may hop over. Or maybe they will miss. Stalemate.
Probably belong in hell! Yeah! I said, give me a fucking chair if you probably belong in hell! Yeah! Alright, well, we're going to enjoy this then. Give us a minute. That's what I came here to do. Yeah. Fucking beautiful. Are we ready, Mr. Greg? Okay. Okay, if you could keep the music low, that's beautiful. Alright. So, incidentally, I mean, I must be in the right place because hell is where I belong. Angels. Demons, I'm not wrong. Of cardinal vice I am most guilty, and many, many more, my loves. At seventh hour, at my mirror I am. Oh, mark me ready, preened and glam. I am more honest than truth. I am better than beautiful. Godlike in stature, I am the one, and I'm going to make them eat it. Yes, hell is where I belong. Filthsome wretches, hear my song. Of everything I must indulge, so sit yourselves down, and I will divulge. Life makes me fucking hungry. Right? And I'm a thirsty one as well. I'll eat my share and your share too. I'll eat them out of house and hell. I'm fucked if I'm sharing with you. Full and drunk. Full and drunk. And a case of cocaine in the trunk. Yours is already fucking mine. Punishment's my body's game. Call me glutton and feed my pain. Hell is where I belong. All the best are surely there. And don't send me upwards. No, not fucking heaven. Don't you dare. Apart from anything, one thing I'd miss, if there wasn't like some sort of fully stocked paradise druggery, is my need for almost constant and full-on rampant buggery. Coming up and going down on all kinds of genitalia, either in my birthday suit or wonderful leather regalia. Oh, on or in my mouth, ear, cock, face, tits or bum, all I want is you all over, and me to be covered in your body. I started one about sloth, but I never got around to finishing it, so whatever. I'll tell you though, what pisses me off more than anything, everything. It's children, the elderly, middle-aged people, fucking teenagers, fucking dogs, crowds, individuals, microphones, poetry. What a load of fucking rubbish. Hell is where I belong. Life's no fun without pure sin. Close your doors and lock your windows. For God's sake, don't let me in. My feelings for you are green. I am a dog for your oxen. I'm jealous of your shoes. I am the great thief, stealing what I'm feeling I might like to use. I fucking need what you think you have, and my eyes be damned if I won't have it. Own nothing of value and you won't get robbed. Of course, I never take my own advice, but accumulate. Dance with Satan in the moonlight. Seem nice. Accumulate. Learn from Scrooge before he went soft. Assume the worst in people. Believe in ease and accumulate. Never tip. Never give. Charities for left-wing divs. Fuck family. Fuck friends. All I want are dividends. And when I own the world, I'll buy a big fuck-off needle, yeah? And I'll pass a camel through its eye. Just to laugh at Jesus' crying face. You see, my loves, my whitest doves, I am no mortal man. I am he I said I'd dance with. I am Satan! Thank you for cheering. You know, I don't often get that reception at churches. I walk amongst you incognito, studying your lives, making notes and stirring shit and sharpening my knives. Some of you are not too bad, but since you all are here, you'll fucking come with me where I belong. So give a fucking cheer! Your souls are mine! So I will collect your immortal souls just after the show at the back. If you'll just bring them along, and I'll take you to Hades. Thank you. Alright, I've been Jack Collins. I'll see you in a bit.
Forgive me, Lord, for in your eyes I am a sinner. I've lived this way since I was a beginner. All my life I've been stuck in two minds, the sins and the virtues I've tried to pick aside. Every time I must decide that I've got to make a choice. From deep in my subconscious there comes a little voice. The devil on my shoulder, he's got a lot to say. The devil on my shoulder leading me astray. The devil on my shoulder, I dare not disobey. The devil on my shoulder, he's coming out to play. The devil on my shoulder misdirects my focus, brings destruction to my mind like a plague of locusts, brings obstruction to my life with evil hocus pocus. Always been here in the back of my mind, always against me, pretending we're on the same side, an eternal battle that's raging inside. The world's a stage where all players on the scene, blurred lines between reality and my fucked up dreams. Can't tell anymore if I'm awake or asleep. Is this real, the Matrix, or somewhere in between? Can't sleep at night, rest up and relax, because the night's turned to terror and I'm under attack. Shadow people in the mirror causing terror and I crack. Bodies paralysed with fear and I'm flat on my back. Spend all night dazed and staring at the ceiling. Confused mind's a mess, can't work out how I'm feeling. I'm on the retreat, I'm scared and I'm reeling. Feeling the heat, then pray and I'm kneeling. Have I had a revelation? Have I found God? No, it's the demon inside me leading me along. No escape from my demons even when I sleep. No wonder every day I'm left reeling, feeling weak. Two minds, every decision I make in two minds. Two minds, I feel like I've been this way my whole life. I can't seem to make a choice, yet I rush into decision that cut up my head space like surgical incision. Can't see clearly, a fog's clouding up my vision like my subconscious is on a self-destruct mission. I'm always battling this internal division, like the two sides of my brain are on a course of collision. No clear voice, always a split decision. No clear choice, always requires revision. Moving too fast results in mental imprecision. Two sides play in my mind like I'm watching television. The devil talks with such impeccable precision that the side soaked in sin is the one I must envision. I'm observed by the demon under its supervision. I need to tear him out like a fucking exorcism. Thank you. I have finally had the testicular fortitude to start sharing my music, so if anybody's on SoundCloud, Pelly the Poet, feel free to have a listen and slate me, but all feedback is positive, so thank you. Cheers, and guys, again, everybody tonight is amazing. If you're around on Saturday, you should come to Signal Flare at Sidewalk, because that show is going to be absolutely dope, so enjoy. Thank you.
I am the AV guy tonight, and so let's all fucking lower our expectations for this, my little thing. Okay, I'm gonna make you poets look amazing right now. Yeah, I always do that, right? You can count on me for something. Yeah. So, when we need to make ourselves better, what do? How do we wreck our own lives? What do the voices in our mind tell us? Can we influence them? Can we train them? Right? Anybody into positive affirmations? I'm the only one. You're not fucking helping as usual. Okay. So if we are going to do a positive affirmation together, what should it be on? Should it be on our bodies? Our smooth, young, lithe bodies? Should it be on our minds? I shut up for your thing. Should it be on our spirits? Right? I'm sorry to do this to you. I should have done this before, but Jack, Kit, Bog, are you here? Can you please help me? Bog? Jack? Jack's in the bathroom. Kit? We are going to do some positive affirmations. Okay? Ellie? Yeah. Can you? Jack will be up soon. Okay? We are going to do this together. Okay? Jack, please. Bog, Kit, Ellie, are you ready? I'm sorry, I should have cleared this with you before. Sam, if you want. Sorry. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, you're really... Let's give it up for Ellie walking after she wrapped her bike around a tree.
No, it was a pole.
Okay, good, perfect. Thank you guys. I'm sorry. I'm abusing your trust.
Are we coming up there or down here?
Up here is good. I'm sorry. Let's give it up for the poets tonight, everybody. Okay? Our spirits. What should we say to improve our spirits? Free drugs. Spirit, I am improving. Let's just keep it simpler. Spirit, improving. Spirit, improving. Spirit, improving. Spirit, improving. Everybody! Spirit, improving. Spirit, improving. Feel it. Spirit, improving. Spirit, improving. Spirit, improving. Spirit, improving. I can't hear you. Spirit, improving. Spirit, improving. Spirit, Kieran, improving. Spirit, 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 improving. I don't feel a whole lot of commitment coming from you guys. So, thank you very much for your time, though. Paul, I heard you were dead. What are you doing back here, dude? Jesus, nice to see you back. Let's give it up for Paul. Welcome back to Hanoi. Thank you. You guys did a great job, and I'm a retard. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
So who the fuck is Bog? Really? He fucking died years ago, darling. He died years ago. So, just give me a minute. I've got to get my handbag. So yeah, if you don't know me already, my name is Clara, okay? Lovely to see you all here tonight. So, I'm going to talk about the 7 deadly sins. That's right. Of Teho. So, sin number 1 is pride. That's right. Pride, yeah. But really, I don't see why pride is actually a sin. I mean, I'm the queen of Teho and I'm pretty fucking proud of it. I mean, you've either tried to sleep with me or you've been to one of my yoga classes, and a lot of boys here tonight have done both of those things. Sin number 2, let's have a look. What do we have? Next one. Ooh, envy, right. There was this one bitch, right, who completely stole my idea for a yoga school. Well, apart from the fact she actually had experience and qualifications. She was so fucking jealous of me, right? You should have seen her tattoos. Oh yeah, so original. Is that a dream catcher? Oh, wow. Hanoi. The only city in the world where you get more dream catcher tattoos than actual fucking dream catchers. Sin number 3. Oh, gluttony. Gluttony. So gluttony for a Teho girl is going to that supermarket and spending 2 billion dong on organic fruit. You know, what's it called again? Oh yeah, that's it. A fucking rip-off. So you come home with all your fruit, you blend it all up, you put it in the bath. Yeah. That's right, girls. I was bathing in smoothie. Do you realise how horny that would make an open-minded girl like me? It's a shame I blended up all that fruit, I had a place to put it. Okay, number 4. Oh, that's lust, isn't it? No, but really, I'm going to do some real talk here for you today. Why is it when every Western man comes to Asia, they turn into an arrogant, chauvinistic pig? I don't want to be one of those basic bitches and say, oh, fuck boy. Well, that's exactly what I'm not doing right now. Fucking boys. Sin at number 5. Oh, greed, yeah. Now, that's a funny one for me actually, because if you can't tell, I'm actually from a really rich family, right? So I was always taught that greed was a good thing. People say to me, they say, Clara, you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth. I said, silver? I fucking hope not. I want a spoon made out of Kate Middleton's diamond collection and fed to me by my Lithuanian maid. But real talk though, isn't Hanoi amazing because we all have maids again? It was really hard for me at university without one, you know? But then thinking about it, it would have been a bit weird losing my virginity in front of Danuta. Okay, number 6. Oh, I forgot that one. Oh, I remember it. It's something of wrath. That's it. It's wrath, right? About getting revenge on people. Yeah. there was this one other Tejo girl, right? She was complaining at me because I charged her 2 million dong for a 20-minute yoga session. She learned the lotus position, and I learned that she was as flexible as a chopstick. Not my fucking fault, is it? And she didn't pay me. So anyway, we were at the woman's only Let's Take LSD and Trade Bitcoin event. That bitch got hacked, and I got first-class flights to India, so sorry. So next we have Sloth, which is the final one, and I'm gonna invite one of my #1 gal pals from Tejo onto the stage. So would you please put your hands together for Sam? So I told you not to look better than me on my fucking show. Can I read everything as well? Is that alright? So this one is about, well, how everyone takes a lot of Valiums around here, you know what I mean? Alright. We rockin'? We ready, guys? For a song about the Valiums in Tejo? Okay, let's do it. Hit it, Bubsy. I'm taking Valiums every single night. I'm making myself crazy. Out of my mind. If I take 7 at the same time, I'll have a more creative mind. It's just a lie. 'Cause Valiums, they make me feel like an Indian goddess, a yoga queen herself. 'Cause Valiums, I take them with my friends, the Tejo gals. Head in the clouds, and 1, don't take a lot. Valiums made me lose the plot, and 2, change pharmacy. I'm always buying valleys down the street, and 3, control yourself. I've got social class. I speak fucking French, oui. 'Cause I know you girls just really want to be me. The Valiums in Tejo. The Valiums in Tejo. Western luxury, Eastern paradise. The Valiums in Tejo. It's now the morning after, but this ain't no morning after pill. Diazepam. Yeah, Starbucks at Serena Mall, the only thing to open my eyes. I'm open-minded. 'Cause Valiums, they make me feel like an Indian goddess, a yoga queen herself. 'Cause Valiums, I take them with my friends, the Tejo gals. Head in the clouds, and 1, don't take a lot. Valiums made me lose the plot, and 2, change pharmacy. I'm always buying valleys down the street, and 3, control yourself. I got social class. I speak fucking French, oui. 'Cause I know you girls really want to be me. The Valiums in Tejo. The Valiums in Tejo. Western luxury, Eastern paradise. The Valiums in Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Stan! See, my mama always told me to keep it simple. simple, short, and sweet. But I never could figure out how much of that should apply to my life as a whole. Or maybe just my thoughts. Or even poetry. So the African in me is busy pouring libation to the gods and singing to the ancestors, while the Christian in me looks up to the sky, wondering, questioning. Of all the deadly sins, are there any greater than others? Because of all of them, I'm definitely guilty. See, they call me that lazy bard, so sloth it seems at first might be the most obvious of my guilty pleasures. But my cravings for all coveted things are so extreme that they sometimes make me feel that I could be the poster child for greed. Wait, didn't the good book say all have sinned? Well, I confess my sins. Of this chalice of lust I have drunk my fill. For if this flesh is dust that must return to dust, and this transient being is just a sordid pill, then why not be who I be without reprieve? And if you're dumb enough to believe, yes, I sometimes don't eat to my fill because I'm afraid of getting labeled a glutton. So I listen to the raves and rants as the preacher screams curses after curses that end in God bless you. 3 words I find overused in this religious school. And wrath? Do I feel wrath? I've got emotions bottled up inside because I've seen many a suffering just for being melanated. So the fury bubbles in there, but I smile. I walk, head held high down the boulevard. Pride in my glide as I slide on by. It must be very obvious from where you stand. That envy I smell? See, you're not turning green, but still I can tell, because I know you as well as you know me. We are the specks that constitute the universe, children of light with darkness dwelling deep within. So forgive my asking, but what is your favorite sin? Make some noise for Stanford, y'all.
When clean eating bears a double meaning, superfood boosted recipes for cleansing, liquid detoxing, new diets trending, when clean eating becomes an eating disorder. She controls every minuscule morsel, seeds and water her only source of sustenance, refusing those urges her very purpose of existence. Ignore thoughts of anything more of cayenne pepper and exhaustion. It's all in her imagination. She's a failure if she succumbs. If she succumbs, then she must pay the price for allowing that forbidden slice to pass through cracked lips, painfully clear in blood-ringed pupils, darting from cake to potato, then swiftly to the window. Another bone frames her shrinking figure. She makes excuses to avoid her dinner. She's got to be thinner, that will make her prettier. Years wasted away eating clean, but it's a falsehood. Thoughts dominated by food. Don't touch it, you don't deserve it. Fuck. A spoonful of peanut butter, then another.
Consume the entire jar and accept yourself for the glutton that you are. The secret weighing her down more than that chocolate bar now. Purge it, you worthless cow. Purge it before they see. Clean. Clean. Scrub that regurgitated chicken from the bowl. Mummy will never know. Daddy will never show. When clean eating becomes a recipe for disaster. The fat girl disappearing faster. The fat girl now a rape so fragile the breeze could break her, bring her to her knees and shatter those crystal thin bones that have yet to erode. When a chunky girl begins to shrink, there's no awareness that she's on the brink. She's praised for her womanly frame. She's an inspiration, consuming every syllable of inspiration, every glance of admiration, of condemnation, of concern and frustration. This is her destiny, her identity. She cannot let go. She'll never let go. If she's to become a martyr to make them understand, then so be it. She'll hide behind the curtain of another cigarette, willing the hunger to fade, willing herself to fade. When a girl becomes a ghost, she's become what she's feared most, a nameless statistic, a host, to a parasite she reserved to control with calculated measures. She hears death knocking, but she doesn't care. Fuck them! Let them all stare! Then Daddy chokes on tears he's held on to for years, watching as his little girl, his world, fell victim to her own depravity. Please, baby, winter is near. You'll never survive it, dear. You cannot hide this anymore. I've seen the vomit-rimmed sea burst blood vessels and stained teeth. I've tried, but you haven't heard. It's your life. You know it best, but please, read this pamphlet. Her illusions of grandeur shattered. Not only is her soul battered with contusions, they're suffering too. They're suffering for you. What the fuck is wrong with you? She sinks deeper, clawing at the eroding walls of her psyche. She stands at the proverbial fork in the road, the historical bind, till she's filled the withering cave of her abdomen or the gaping chasm in her mind. Perhaps both. But this journey must be hers alone. Bone by bone, she'll stumble along that road and through the terrifying unknown. Let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. Words clung too tightly in moments of doom. She knows now what she's here to do. She'll persevere till she's free from this asylum, emerged from the ashes, a phoenix on fire. Anything to satiate her hunger for redemption. Anything to make them proud again. The world outside seems so different now. New vibrant colors shine through. She wears her pride like a crown of precious jewels. This time, she promises herself, this is the time to be alive. Then the clouds appear on the horizon, carrying the ominous storm. It begins to take form. It's returned for more. No, this cannot be. The sunshine is nowhere to be seen. It cackles maniacally. It breathes down the fabric of her dress. Distress. Her thoughts begin to change their tune. Is that a harmless bowl of noodles or the beast in disguise? Those mushrooms, they must be its eyes, judging her, criticizing her. She's lost her appetite. But the crowd watches on, so she must play along. She'll divert their attention with intellectual prowess just long enough for them to lose interest. Score. The familiar scent of self-deprecation fills her nasal cavities. Which is the greater enemy? Certain death or the bakery? The bakery, obviously. Those cakes merely devices to entice her into a life of ghastly gluttony. She has no self-control. She must avoid it at all costs. She'll recall all she's learned to deceive those who anticipate the inevitable fall. Relapse, rinse, repeat. I'll never know. Relapse, rinse, repeat. She'll never let go. Relapse, rinse, repeat. Defeat. She's a liar, a fake. Her blackened heart shakes with every word of admiration for her miraculous transformation. It leaves a foul taste on the tip of her tongue, a mix of regret and bile. She's vile. Relapse, rinse, repeat. Paint on a smile. Relapse, rinse, repeat. Ignore the signs. Relapse, rinse, repeat. A tale as old as time. Relapse, rinse, repeat. Will she ever be fine? Forget exaggerated vanity, cries for the world's attention. It's grasping for tattered sanity, for a life's new conception. It feeds on perfectionism, relapses with harsh self-rejection. Don't impart your ignorant wisdom. You know nothing of this affliction. You see only the decaying corpse. You see only the decayed surface, the pigmented, ill-fitting skin. You speak only of the latest corpse and neglect the storm clouds within. The soul needs nourishment. The mind begs to be nurtured, to be free from the punishment, no longer a slave to this creature, torn apart by the guilt, the concern on the faces as they watch the flower wilt, petals discolored with stains. A battle between two minds, conflicting ideologies, the historical bind, emotion or rationality. Thank you.
Suggestible, we are. And although it's regrettable, it's unavoidable. We're spoilable, malleable, flawed to the core, fallible. I wear the agnostic label, and I don't suffer lightly fools or fables. But there's demons in my stable, left there by the past, in a cold stone hall, sitting on their ass, singing with my class about things beyond me. Rich and righteous rules that rightly wronged me, that ruled my thoughts rightly or wrongly, cruelly conned me, twisted my mind. The sins of the 7 deadly demons steadily gave reasons to fear my very thoughts. Snow white covered conscience much darker than the dwarfs. They shepherd me to virtues like wizardly old wolves. When passion takes possession and blends our needs and musts, Asmodeus resides and is tempting us to lust. Indulge ourselves with Beelzebub, the lord of the flies, inspired by desire when gluttony resides. When mammon winds us up, we want just more and more. Greed, but we don't need, still we take it from the poor. And Belphegor's a beast if you're depressed and lost. He takes away your energy and smothers you with sloth. Follow Satanas down the garden path, and you might go bananas distributing your wrath. Whispers from Leviathan can make you feel inferior, and envy the criteria of those he deems superior. And if we dance the dance with Lucifer, the bringer of light, we fall like an angel when we listen to our pride. They can't commit me to fire if I commit them to verse, so listen to my fire as I begin to purge. Asmodeus, lust. Lusting, 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 loveless, fucking, mindless, thrusting, thirsting, yearning, craving, seeing, touching, taking, wanting, feeding. The odious Asmodeus is arduous and hard for us to start to take apart when here it's harpering. He's part of us, embracing us and shaming us, enslaving us like Onomus and Crixus and Gannicus and Castus and Spartacus. So we never feed a flower, we just pick it, watch it die. Not water it and nurture it and revel in its life. But it's time to turn the tide, poke this peeper in his eyes, side him like the reaper and relieve me of his ties. I don't need to feed my eyes and see people like a prize, leching with my weapon cocked to need him for those highs. I reach so deep inside, find chastity for once. Won't feed this demon needlessly, I'll find my will to love. Beelzebub, gluttony. Now sitting on the sofa in the corner of my mind is a nasty little bloater with bad habits in kind. Like a rabid canine with a piggish thirst for gluttony, feeding me and leading me to diabetic drudgery. I'd die because he's stuffing me with pies until I'm utterly a beast and I just struggle to breathe or leave my chair. He's loving it, he just can't get enough of it. Popped down to Mackie D's, bought some shit, he's stuffing it. But I've had enough of it and I'm not putting up with it. I'ma turn John Coffey on the Lord of the Flies. Beelzebub's got a devil put aside for me. It's been tempting and suggesting that it's time to feed. But I'll refrain and abstain from his vices, you'll see. Exercise his lies from me. He tries bribery, and he tries it a lot. But this belly's gonna get him, gonna run him round the block. Mammon. Greed. Mammon covers greed, but where Beelzebub just feeds, Mammon takes possession of the things he doesn't need. Accumulates with speed and keeps the things that please his ego and the people that he wants to stop succeed. He sees his wants and needs, but nobody else's. He loves money, he loves status, he's a taker, he's selfish. And you want to know what else? He's right up in our culture. We consume like plagues of locusts and pick on bones like vultures. Retail therapy indulgence, disparity of solace. Weekend shoppers bought consumers who live it like an onus. They came to spend their bonus on the things they do not need, while people die and freeze while they're sleeping in the streets. But I will bring relief with altruistic deeds, philanthropy and charity, and living life more meek. Apathy is a disease and a tragedy to me. I'll take Mammon and just slam him to the floor and watch him bleed. Belphegor. Sloth. Belphegor is sloth, and he wants to be my buddy. When I sit around all day wearing nothing but a hoodie, and yesterday's boxers and zero will to fight. I'm frozen because my happiness was drunk away last night. See, I'm a melancholy wally at the best of times. There's a lot of idle folly in the best of my rhymes. The madness of my misery is a badness I must mend. Stop sitting with my sadness and insisting it's my friend. Because I know I can be rigorous, industrious, alert. But inertia takes control until I'm dwelling with my hurt. Belphegor sits by me and whispers all the words that tell me I don't need to live and I don't want to work. But misery loves company, the tyranny of sloth. Belphegor's just like me, so our friendship's gotta stop. I'm gonna be more diligent. It's time to render doubt. Unworkable, infallible. It's time to venture out. Satanus, aka Satan, wrath. He bubbles in my blood, he troubles up my mug. He tells me I'll be mighty if I fuck the fuckers up. He whispers in my ears, he warns me of my peers. He tells me they are plotting and feeds those very fears. The rage is very near, see red, I'm near to tears. So far I'm freaking out, but I notch it up a gear. So fast I cannot steer, I'm veering from my path. Satan has me baking and I'm dealing out my wrath. Dispersing like a blast, short fuse and then explosion. I feel the dark side in me when I'm riding on the moment. There's power in my veins, it flows till I'm insane. But I can fight this madness, I can find some peace again. The beast can be tamed with passivity and poise. Humanity and patience can quieten the noise. Satanus is a boy, throwing toys from the pram. But I'll tolerate this baby and stand calm as a man. Leviathan, envy. He says, what is it they got that you need to be more better? That's a very nice car, that's a very nice sweater. That's a very pretty girl, how did he even get her? I'm very, very sure that he shouldn't get to bed her. He says they're better than you and he feeds my insecurity. He fuels my taste for rivalry and jealousy and modesty. He's the hellmouth demon, he's the monster of the sea. He's called Leviathan and he's talking to me. Or my graceless confrontation or my imperfect guilt. Or my vengeful opposition and my modest ill will. Or my covetous ambition when I cast my evil eye. When envy takes control, Leviathan is nigh. But kindness resides behind my smiling eyes. There is care and affection and it's time to turn the tide. Tell Leviathan to quiet down and listen to my heart. smother him with love and free him from the dark. Lucifer, pride. The last of them is Lucifer, and I don't even rate him. His father kicked him out, and Mother Earth just hates him. And that fact is just blatant. He's messing with my patience by the way he tells me flagrantly to stand above my station. Food for thinking vain and forbidden like a raven. Like psychosis from cocaine and entitled like a mason. But I won't play his game. Walk too tall and stumble. Lightbringer in the dark, so blind he falls and fumbles. I won't take a stumble. I fight to be more humble. Strip him of his title like Rumble in the Jungle. Humiliate his hustle to relieve me of his trouble. Restore me of humility, a victim from my thoughts. The valiance of battle, but devoid of pride or boasting. Standing without grounding, showing without boasting. Exorcise this demon, invite him to a bout. Put on my iron shirt and chase this devil out. Each one a deadly demon suggestion makes material. That fucks you in the brain, disease is so venereal. Not woolen-cladded wolves, more wolf masks on some wizards. Subliminal, tyrannical, like poison-flowing rivers. You have been delivered from evil, you bad sinners. By demons with agendas that will keep you from your betters. Each one is like a letter from a sociopathic fecker who manipulates his muses to confuse and keep them tethered. I exercise my demons to bring light to the dark. Not exercise like preachers, but like running in the park. The thumping of my heart is something of an art. An art is my catharsis, so with art they will depart. These demons may be smart, but my melon is my weapon. And maybe they are there because my melon let it happen. Are they thieves or beggars? Deadly demons 7. Are they angels from hell or devils from heaven?
Time for everybody to give a big round of applause to Daniel and Sophia, our live painters. Come on, louder, fuck! All right, so now if you've been to any of my shows before, you know I like to talk about the painting and possibly auction it off. So I guess we'll have Daniel first, since he picked up his painting. He can come on up and show it, and then we'll do one by one, or you guys want to bring them both up at the same time? I don't care, I'm flexible.
Yeah, you are.
Well, no, actually not physically flexible. I'm not. All right, so first up we got Daniel. Everybody give another round of applause for Daniel. He's an amazing artist. So, yeah, first off. Yeah. Zapata. So there we go. It's a beautiful, beautiful painting. And I know we don't have a fucking wireless mic, so I can't try to ask anybody what they want, if they want something to say, if they, blah, blah, blah. If they have something that they want to fucking say about it. But if you have something you want to say, come on up and you can take the mic. Oh, I see.
Yeah. No, I like this one, man. I've been watching you do it. And you did it quite quickly as well, didn't you? You arrived a bit earlier. And I think what it reminds me of is of a man, only from the hat. The main thing I'm looking at is the hat. Everything else is completely stable, but the hat is just all movement. It's like being on a carousel, like, you know, like where the horses like dancing. And this man, he looks like he's very stable, but actually he's very dizzy. He's very fucked up from that spinning hat that just never stops going. Never stops going. Wonderful, wonderful.
Hello everyone, and thank you for coming, and thank you to Paul for having us as usual. Yeah. And like every show, I didn't really go with the theme as usual. I actually paint one of my personal heroes. His name is Emiliano Zapata. Is one of the heroes from the Mexican Revolution. He's kind of like a mixture of Che Guevara and Ho Chi Minh, kinda. Yeah, a little bit. Like he fought against like imperialism and got like the Mexican Revolution, but before he turned into like whatever politicians become when they got old, like he got murdered. So he ended up like Che Guevara becoming like a symbol of the fight for freedom, yeah. Actually, his most like famous saying is, "I would rather die on my feet than live on my knees." Yeah. Oh, and if anyone wants to check my paintings, I have a bunch of paintings here. If anyone wants to buy it or just check them out, just let me know.
All right, so this is the time we're auctioning off the painting. So, like I always ask, anybody want to throw out a first bid? Anybody interested in buying this beautiful piece of art that was done at a show, one of a kind type of shit? Anybody want to throw out a bid? All right. So I'll scale. Let's start it at 100,000. Oh, there we go. 100,000. The kid over there. 100,000 going once. 150 to Brian. Okay. 150 going once. 150 going twice.
What? No. 200.
200 the kid over there. Okay. All right. 200 going once. 200 going twice. Sold to Kit for 200K. All right, next up is Sophia. Give her a round of applause for Sophia. Fuck, man, what happened? You're all taking Valium with Clara? Jesus Christ. Okay, so next up is Sophia. And again, I like it. It's really dark. It looks like, you know, a girl who's going through a bunch of bad shit, and it looks like an angel or something, yeah. Anybody have anything they want to say about the painting? Yeah, there you go, it looks fucking good. Oh, okay, here we go.
Yeah, no, actually, I don't care what anyone says. This actually made me happy looking at that. Honestly, I really see happiness in that. Because you've got red, which is passion, and you've got yellow, which is happiness. And the first thing that I saw was the yellow. And if you look at that girl on top, she is, it's almost like you've got the demon below and the sort of angel above. And the angel, yeah, I think that she really comes through. She's really come above it, exactly. I see the pain has gone above the struggle there, and it's beautiful. When you eventually look at the bottom, it's very profound, but the first thing I see is the top. So yeah, no, I think it's a wonderful, positive piece with profound elements in there. I think it's great.
Well, thank you so much. Do you want me to say anything about it? Well, I have no words than just be fucking happy. That's all I can say, be fucking happy. Whatever happens, whatever kind of sin is going to attack you, whatever kind of shit is going to attack you, you're just gonna be happy. That's all.
Okay, so again, we're gonna auction off this painting as well, right? Okay. So, anybody want to throw out a bid? You gonna do this again? 100. All right, Bog says 100. So we got 100,000 going once. 100,000 Oh, 200. Okay, there we go. 200 going once. 200 going twice.
250.
Oh, who said 250? All right. Okay. All right, Bob. 250 going. Well, I don't know. It's out of Clara costume, so I'm guessing it's Bog now. Yeah. Okay, 400. All right. 400 going once. 400 going twice. Sold! All right.
Okay. I believe in the precise cut of the surgeon's scalpel through the skin, in the perfect symmetry of the flickering movie screens. I believe in the countless universes of the housewives that pass each other in shopping malls. I believe in the madness of the city planners that split perfect symmetry into lonely bewilderment. I believe in the countless metal ships waiting to be launched onto the salt waters of uncharted lands. I believe in snow on asphalt, in car crashes, in when the machine's guts turn inside out to reach for the sky. I believe in the God of mechanical thoughts. I believe in the names we give islands and harbors, in the shapes of glaciers, in towns where age-old rituals only happen in people's minds. Limpopo, from my home country, is a beautiful place as well. That is until the earth runs red with the blood of rhinos and the ambitions of men. I believe the trees remember. I believe the oceans do as well. I believe when the sea stirs with the smell of plastic and piers, it will also be alive with the memory of whales and sharks and all the fossils of our elephant-like memories. I believe in all the small hometowns that hide between the wallpapers with flowers and ducks on them. I believe in the quality of light that reflects differently throughout the year, in the dreams of all the scattered families that once silently had dinners together, in the iron and the rust, in the dark wood used as fences, in the overcrowded bars and shitholes, in the secret whorehouses, in the hands of old people at the old age homes, looking like very thin paper. I believe in the maps of the 1800s hidden in storage spaces at the library, in the church bells, in the unkept graveyards, in the secret family violence in the suburbs, and the sweet release of moving away from the poverty in the township, just to later miss it when the suburbs become empty, like spent matchboxes. I believe as I stand inside these mountains of wheat before my fellow man today, that I won't be throttled by the knots and history of my guts, and that I will be released by the sound of far-off birds' cries, and that I will find myself in busy streets among other people, and in forests and in valleys of mammals, and deep inside mines and mountains, and in the memory of trees as well. I believe in the sunken holes in the backyards of mine town houses, in the shipping yards alive with song and curse words. I believe in drinking hard, in telling drunk stories, in reinventing our pasts and changing our futures. I believe in the whiskey breaths of the fathers, of the sons, that will one day question their own sexuality and the indifference of race-related lies. I believe our time will come again. Rooms will begin to shake. The children will be free of HIV, AIDS and all. They will have 20/20 vision and healthy gums. They will live in concrete temples. They will worship in the slums. poverty and pollution will all be swept away. But that's because I believe in lies. I believe in Marx, Tokyo, Steinbeck, Claude Berry, Pierre Lachey, Steve Biko, Nelson Mandela, the fall of injustice, churches, trains, mountains, VHS tapes, beautiful crops in the summer, the open and vast landscapes of the Karoo, and I believe in the early morning sun. I believe in highway number 1. I believe in the rest of this night. I believe in nothing. I believe in everything. I believe in love. And I believe when we decide to attend the funeral of our ideas, maybe then the stick-like insects inside your nation's brain would finally give in and embrace their own dying breed. I believe as the train sways from site to site, as the rain murders small insects playing in the late afternoon downfall, as a teenager jumps from channel to channel with no intention to see, as a crow eyes a nickel, as men lose all hope, as the neon cuts out in the garage, as the house leans abreast the next, as she regains her love for him, as a bully grows old, as a chill makes one turn the other cheek to the wind, as this blanket is not enough for both of us, as a tin roof at home puts me to sleep, as a cheap paintbrush leaves its hairs in the paint, as the smell of freshly cut grass is only a distant memory to many, as acid fried my fucking brain and as a pool cleaner stains his attire with chlorine, as a chameleon hangs upside down in grasp of a branch, as a boxer administers ice to his bruises, as a grown man slides down the banister, as a billboard is slowly bleached by time, as a microphone never stands up, as everyone is typecast to make it all work, as a guy belonging to a beautiful language, understood by nobody buzzes a table, as you play with the air, as you drop your change and run after it as it revolves away, I stand and watch us all, as though for the first time, fall into now, embrace tomorrow, remember yesterday, make fires on mountains, listen to music, read your favorite books over and over and over again, embrace the night, because I love you like words trapped in discourse, and I love you like the evolution of a new species. And when we visit the places where the world shows its insides, our screams would sound like a revolution. Because you fill the spaces I never knew were empty. I believe in sun, I believe in you, I believe in me. Except you. Fuck you. Thank you.
Fantastic from beginning to end. Amazing, and I'm really happy that we got it all filmed. So can we give it up to Mom and I don't know the rest of the guys' names, but the camera crew tonight as well. They did a good job. Also, yeah, if you have nothing to do on Saturday, please come to Signal Flare. It's going to be a great show. And also after party at Birdcage with DJ Brain as well. It will be DJ Ganja Brain. Yes, sorry. Yeah, is it 3,000? Yeah, all right. DJ Ganja Brain 3000. Amazing hip hop DJ from Thailand, DJ Aaron. A lot of good spoken word. LOL dance crew as well, so please come out. Thank you guys for coming. This show's gonna keep going. Look out for the next one. It'll probably be maybe in a month and a half from now. Thank you all for coming. I fucking love you all. Good night.